Hi, Gavin with Home Theater Solutions here. We just did a video on the Control4 My Home app for the iPad, and in that video we demoed some of the major features of the Control4 home automation system. Without a doubt, the number one automation request we receive from our clients relates to HVAC control, being able to control the thermostat, the temperature in your home from both inside the house, and not having to walk up to the individual thermostat itself just for convenience, and also the ability to control things from outside the house, which with the combination of this Control4 wireless thermostat that you see and the My Home app that we demoed in the previous video, that can all happen. So this is the Control4 thermostat. This is a very easy install. What we do in order to integrate your HVAC system is we take off your existing thermostat and we simply install this one in its place. This is a wireless unit. Its communication with the rest of the Control4 system is all wireless, and wireless is the key word. That means we don't have to pull any additional wiring to this thermostat location. About 15 minutes or so for install and we can have you up and running. So you can walk up and control this thermostat just like you could your original thermostat. There's some buttons on the front here, and I'll go ahead and show you how that works here just in a minute. But the added convenience, as I mentioned, is all of your Control4 remotes, touch panels, and My Home devices, iPads, iPhones, and Android devices can control the temperature as well. So what we see here, we have the current temperature in the center here, set temp down the corner, current time, current date. This screen does have a backlight, and in order to turn it on, if it's located in a dark spot or if you're using it at night, anytime you press any of these buttons, it will go ahead and light up. Let's start over on this side. You can see we have, right now it says cool and auto. This is the HVAC mode setting, and from this position, using this button just below, I can toggle between a few different settings for the thermostat. For example, right now we're on off, so neither heat nor the AC will run. The heat mode, this is typically what you'll use in the winter months. You can see our set temperature there is 70. Anytime the temperature in the house drops below 70, the heat's going to turn on. Press it again to go to cool mode, what you'll want to use in the summer months. Same thing in reverse. Our set temp is 78, our inside is 77. So anytime that the temperature in the house is above our set temperature, the AC will turn on. And press it again, you can see we have a heat auto and a cool auto function. Auto is where you'll typically leave things in the spring months. What happens then is, depending on the temperature in the house, the heat or the AC could run. So if we have a warm day in May, for example, the AC will turn on, and if we have a cool night or a cool morning, the heat will turn on if it's needed. Button right next door is the fan setting. Right now it's set to auto, which is where you'll probably have it the majority of the time. Whenever the heat is needed or AC is needed, the fan will turn on simultaneously in order to move that air around. I can also set the fan to the on position, and you'll see here in a second that the fan indicator pops up in the corner. In this scenario right now, I'm not cooling the house, but the fan's running, so we're just moving air. I'll go ahead and put it back to auto, and you can easily toggle between just by using this button here. Put it back on auto. Let's jump over to the set temp buttons here. I have an arrow up and an arrow down, and using these I can adjust the set temperature inside the house. It was on 78 to start, and I can move it around as I wish. Now when we install this thermostat, we will set up a pre-programmed schedule for you. And typically what we do is, let's say you go to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're going to tell the thermostat that. So automatically after 8 o'clock it's going to adjust the heat and AC set temps, thinking that no one is home after 8 o'clock, and then around 5 o'clock it'll adjust them back to a normal temperature from when you're typically home. We can do the same thing for nighttime, so if you like the temperatures adjusted a little bit when you're sleeping, we can do that as well. And that pre-programmed schedule is sort of our starting point. And in the case of my house, when I'm home, the set temp for cooling is 78 degrees. And like I just showed, I can adjust that temperature manually. And let's go ahead and take it down to 75. So right now the house is hotter than where I would like it to be, so you can see our AC, our fan indicator just turned on. And over here on the side I have a hold button, and it's set to 2 hours. What hold is essentially we're telling the thermostat how long do I want to keep this 75 degree set temperature. Right now it's on 2 hours. So what that means is 2 hours from now this is going to go back to 78 degrees. And once again, 78 degrees is the pre-programmed schedule that I have set inside of here. I have a few other hold options. If I press it again and I just see the hold on light, That's going to hold till the next programmed event, which right now it is 4:44. I have my thermostat typically programmed to adjust at 5 o'clock, which is when my wife and I typically come home. So at 5 o'clock, this will adjust back to the temperature that's set up inside of the default programming. I have another hold option. Press it again. Hold permanent. What this will do is it's going to hold that 75-degree temperature until I tell it not to. So either by coming to the thermostat and making an adjustment here and changing this hold setting, or on one of my Control4 remotes or screens, or on any My Home app connected devices, iPhones, iPads, Androids, I can make the adjustment from there to this temperature will stay at 75 until I tell it to do otherwise. So I'll go ahead and turn the hold setting off. You can see that the hold light has now disappeared there. And what this is going to do is it's going to default back to my pre-programmed temperature, 78 degrees. So there's a little run through on the Control4 thermostat and its control from the front panel. Once again, this is the second half of how we add HVAC control to your Control4 system with this and the My Home app integrated device, iPad, iPhone, Android. We can give you control over your thermostat from outside the home. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. We'd be happy to talk to you about how we can make Control4 work in your home. Thank you.